Genshin Impact. A lot of things probably come to mind when you hear those two words together. Gambling, fan service, greed, maybe some racism too. Genshin Impact is known for a lot of things, mostly the bad things. It's also very rare for me to find something that I genuinely really like about the game, besides Rising and Varka. The game alone just has a whole bunch of issues, but the fandom is probably the worst thing to have come out of it. With the amount of weird things I've seen, I think it's safe to say that there are a lot of things wrong with this thing. Game? Fandom? I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Hoyoverse had been greedy ever since the very first Genshin anniversary. The rewards for that was 1/3 of a pool from a web event. Yes, I said 1/3 of a pool. It was only after the huge backlash that the players gave that Hoyoverse gave out a 10 pool and the musical note wins. The Genshin devs tried to pull the same greed scheme not even 3 years later by giving us players just 3 whole wishes, which led many to speculate that they knew what they were doing and had lowered the rewards so we'd spend more money on their shitty ass game. The in-game rewards are a totally different story from my experience of playing the game. The rewards are just straight dog shit. There's really no other way to put it. The most primo gems you could get from any quest would be maybe 60, and then you get like a truckload of the most random, useless bullshit ever. You'd expect the Archon quest to give you more than just 60 primos each act of the damn quest, but I guess not. They sort of fixed this problem by giving you Archon quests limited time rewards if you complete them quickly, so I guess that's a bonus. If you did want more primos though, world exploration is most likely the best way to do it. 100%ing both Mondstadt and Liyue would give you around 3,000 to 5,000 primos. Inazuma would give you around 4,000 to 5,000. Fontaine would give you around 8,500 to 10,500, and Notlin would give you around 10,000. All that together would give you around 62 to 85,000 primo gems, which would most likely be around 680 total fates. And yes, this also does include the other maps like Economia and the Chasm. While this seems like the easy way out and the best way to farm, doing this could genuinely take 4 to 6 months, and nobody has the time to spend that fucking long on a game that doesn't even have something as simple as a skip button in both the world quests and the Archon quests. As much as I love walking around the map and looking at the scenery while getting my ass absolutely handed to me by the most random creatures ever, I would rather curb scout myself than rinse and repeat that bullshit. A lot of character designs do really stick out to me. I personally am in love with the designs of Lohen, Ryze, and Arlecchino, but a lot could be said about many other characters, specifically Natlan and Sumeru characters. Being based on Egypt, you would expect characters of Sumeru would have a darker skin tone or even maybe just a tan, but no, that's actually quite the opposite of the designs. Out of the 15 characters that came out during the Sumeru release, only 4, yeah, 4 of the characters are darker than the others. Take darker by a grain of fucking salt, by the way. They have more like a pale tan than dark skin. The other characters are literally just paper white. Nahida is as white as her hair, bro. It's so bad, bro. It's so bad. Obviously, players were fucking fuming at how light the skin colors were for a nation that, again, was supposed to be representing Egypt. If you think Sumeru was bad, the shit show that Notlin was made so many people quit the game the second that the Archon's design was dropped. I almost quit too, honestly. She looked so fucking bad. Notlin is supposed to be based off Colombia and Africa, and as you would probably guess, after what happened with Sumeru, there was only 2 characters in that nation that were darker. They weren't even fucking dark, by the way. Dude, look at them. They're gray. They're fucking gray, bro. Look at this shit. Not only is the game very weird with playable characters and their races, they're also weird with the NPCs. There's there's literally white NPCs that walk around Notland with fucking dreads on their head, bro. I don't think I like any character from Notland besides Varessa, but like that's only because I have a sweet spot for characters with cow features, bro. Leave me alone. Even though I love Varessa very dearly and her design, she, as a whole, is just goon slop. One of her attacks is literally to jump up and sit her ass on the enemy. So that's cool, I guess. She was also meant to be a quote-unquote plus-size character, but when you put her next to one of the normal female models like Yelan, it honestly just looks like they stretched the normal model and called it a day. Both her top and skirt are insanely short, especially for a character who is supposed to be a boxer. Sure, some boxers wear straight underwear for their attire, and that's completely fine. But come on, man, her skirt is 2 inches away from showing all of Teyvat her cow puss. Speaking of skirts, Sandrone, girl, what the fuck? What happened? Her skirt has shortened every single time since her first reveal, and it's fucking killing me, dude. When Genshin first revealed Sandrone, her skirt stopped, I want to say like mid-calf, and then when she was finally shown in the game, her skirt stopped just right above her knee. But now, for some reason, it's stopping mid-thigh. What the fuck, Hoyoverse? Was the short skirt necessary? Oh, but Nico, they only did that because long skirts are hard to animate and short skirts prevent weird clipping. Shut the fuck up. Hoyoverse has done long skirts before. Plenty of times. Both in Genshin and other games. I don't understand why they feel the need to make characters who are meant to be scary and evil goon material. Why do they do that? What's going on? Not only are once well-written villains now being sexualized, but so are child characters, which is a problem that has been going on for a hot minute. There's a total of 8 playable kid characters in Genshin, and of those 8, only one of them has actual pants on. The others either have shorts with stockings or just plain shorts that are way too short. It doesn't make it any better that all the child characters are female. This isn't just a Genshin problem, it's easily noticeable in the company's other games like Zenless Zone Zero, and it sickens me that most of the game's players just turn a blind eye to that shit. I don't play ZZZ to know if there are any male child characters or not, and I don't plan on playing it, but I wouldn't be surprised if there weren't any, given how crazy they already sexualize the girls. The fandom, unsurprisingly, doesn't help with this problem. Like at all. It feels like a genuine humiliation ritual whenever I tell someone that I like Genshin and I'm part of the fandom, because I never know who's gonna like not care and who's gonna call me slurs and threaten to show up my house at 7 o'clock in the morning. And honestly, I don't blame them. This fucking fandom sucks unwiped ass cheeks. They run this place like a freaking military. It's so scary. Get me out of here. The second someone sees you ship one straight couple, they start calling you homophobic and call you a hetero-slob lover, which is a stupid fucking term, by the way. Oh my god. Not only do people take ship wars way too seriously, but most of the fandom is also way too comfortable with race-bending characters that are supposed to be either Chinese or Japanese. You notice how I said race-bending and not blackwashing? Blackwashing is not a thing. Stop spreading misinformation. You could redesign Sumeria characters and Notland characters to make them look darker, because that's how they're supposed to be. But doing it to characters from a nation that's supposed to represent Japan and China? Weird. People complain about Hoyoverse making bad representation, yet they turn around and do the same thing? Seems kinda hypocritical to me. The fandom also has a common pattern when glazing the shit out of male fan service, especially with the whole Barca drinking thing. Dude, that shit was so... oh my god. But when it comes to Columbina and the lollipop scene, people called her weird and a gooner character. Yes, it was weird that she was making all those damn noises over a lollipop, but Barca doesn't need to be moaning and groaning while chugging down his beer, because that's... why are you doing that? With all this being said, there's definitely more reasons why Genshin and its fandom is genuine hell, but I really don't feel like spending more time talking about this dog shit when I've already been half-assing, like, this whole video? Do I dislike Hoyoverse? Yes. Do I dislike the fandom? 100%. Am I going to keep playing Genshin? Yeah.